So you've made it back to She Journeys in Purple. Welcome back. I am going to be sharing my updates for my wellness journey, GLP-1, retatrutide, and this past week I added something to the regimen. So we're going to get into it. But before we do, you can see I have Sister Locks yearly, 5 weeks in. The end of this week will be 6 weeks. I will be receiving my first retie. Hopefully she'll tell me how well I'm taking care of them. So if you want to know more about my Sister Locks journey, 52 full weeks, a whole year progression on what I'm doing with it, real time look at how she matriculates through the time stamp over a year. So let's get into the updates of my health and wellness journey. So again, if you were here last Tuesday, you watched me stand in front of my in-body scan results and face the mirror, literatively and figuratively. You saw where I started on April 3rd, and you saw what 10 weeks of retatrutide, intentional nutrition, and showing up for myself produced by May 9th. Today, I'm telling you what happened next. On Sunday, I administered my 10th and final retatrutide injection, and I'm so excited about it because that shot was shot number 10 and it's done. But 4 days before that, I added something new to the protocol, something that the weight loss community is starting to pay closer attention to. And this is tesofisine. Have you heard about it? Make a comment in the chat to let me know if you've heard about tesofisine. Today, I'm going to break down what it is, what the research says, and what I'm already feeling, and what this next chapter means for my journey. So the real reason I'm here on this journey, my health and wellness journey, because before I get into the science, I want to speak on something bigger, because this journey was never meant to be about losing weight. This is about my health, about making sure my insides match my outside, about being the best version of myself at this juncture in life and every juncture after it. I made a decision, not a resolution, but a decision that I will live out my purpose at full capacity for as long as I'm here. And that decision requires something of me. It requires that I take care of this body the way I care for everything else that matters to me, with intention, with discipline, and with strategy. Faith can't outrun how well we take care of our health, and our health can't substitute for our faith. They have to work together, conditioning both as life maintenance. So I am not just living, but I am living on purpose. I am the one who decides how I age. I am the one who decides the capacity at which I show up. And I have decided that a decline in that capacity is not something that simply happens to me. It is something I refuse to be passive about. Now, add menopause to this picture, because menopause does real things to a woman's body. Things that don't always show up loudly on a scale, but show up in every single day in how you feel, how you carry weight differently, almost overnight, how fat relocates to your abdomen, how your energy shifts, how your sleep changes. And then there's hot flashes. Since being on this protocol, they are nearly gone, but they're still there. That is not a side note. That is quality of life. That is showing up differently in my day, in my training, and in my rest. I am not here because I'm in a crisis. I'm here because I'm committed. I am documenting this so that every woman who looks like me or who is where I am knows that this conversation is for her too. The protocol I'm running is precise. And precision requires accountability. So from day one, I set my nutrition standards around my body weight, daily caloric intake, protein, carbohydrates, fats, all from clean, nutritional sources. And I built myself an AI fitness coach to hold those standards, accountability every day. So in my AI fitness coach app, it's not an app, but I created an agent for myself. I inputted that data for those areas, my body weight, my protein, the calories for my fat, the calories that I wanted for my carbohydrates. And every day I journal, and it holds me accountable every single day, given the data that I put in that app or the AI agent. Because it's not an app, it's a custom AI agent that I configured for myself with my goals, my body, my specific needs. As a menopausal woman on a GLP-1 protocol, it coaches me, it keeps me on task. It is one of the tools that supports the wholeness of this journey. And when the data called for an adjustment, it was there. Because after my May 9th scan, my in-body scan showed a loss of some skeletal muscle. I adjusted. My protein went up, my carbs went down, and my fats went down. I told my AI agent what those updates were, and it helped me hold the new standard without guesswork. This is how this worked. Not hope, not guessing, but true data. And a system built to respond to it. So, what is tesofisine? It was not created as a weight loss journey or drug. It was originally developed to treat neurodegenerative disease, such as Parkinson and/or Alzheimer's. But during those earlier clinical trials, something unexpected began to show up to doctors and the researchers that were overseeing the study. Participants were losing a significant amount of weight. So researchers paid attention to this, and ultimately the focus shifted. So here's how it works. Tesofisine is what's called a triple reuptake inhibitor. It increases 3 neurotransmitters in the brain simultaneously: dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. Dopamine drives the reward and motivation, while serotonin regulates the mood, appetite, and behavior. And norepinephrine activates your sympathetic nervous system. It literally mobilizes stored fat for energy. Hit all 3 at once, and your body gets a very clear signal. You don't need as much food. You have more fuel available to burn. And unlike GLP-1 medications that slows the gut, tesofisine works entirely in the brain. Different mechanism, different experience in the body. What type of weight loss matters? The type that comes from the visceral fat, the deep abdominal fat that drives inflammation, cardiovascular risk, and insulin resistance. Lean muscle mass was preserved, but that is not common. That is significant, especially for women that is menopausing, trying to protect her muscle. BMI for this group dropped 4 points. Fasting glucose improved, lipid profiles improved, and the science. This science is not new. The access is just now catching up. So the numbers, why this pause matter, the pause of me pausing on retatrutide. So let me give you the full picture of where I am. April 3rd, my weight was 198.2 pounds. My body fat was 68.8 pounds, which is 34.8% of my body, my entire body. My skeletal mass was 72.1 pounds. My visceral fat, goodness, was 142.4 square centimeters. And my in-body score was 76. That visceral fat, 142.4, that number was the number that mattered to me the most, not the scale. That I really was very interested in what was happening inside, the things that was slowing me down, the things that was immobilizing me, that was making me feel so sluggish. But let's fast forward to May 9th, 5 weeks later. My weight was 183 pounds. My body fat was 57.8 pounds, 31.6% of my body weight, or of my body, and my skeletal muscle mass was 69.9 pounds. Visceral fat was 112.2, and my in-body score was 78, so everything improved. 11 pounds of fat gone, visceral fat down 30 points in 5 weeks. That is internal health progress. That is what I'm here for. I lost 2.2 pounds of skeletal muscle. That is what prompted the nutritional adjustment, because you have to maintain that skeletal muscle. Muscle is metabolic currency, especially in menopause. You have to protect it. I am now down to 174 pounds, 23 pounds down from where I started. This morning, I went in for my third in-body scan, but those results you have to come back and see next Tuesday. Now, why pause retatrutide? Retatrutide slows gastric emptying. It suppresses appetite through the gut. It's effective, but it also created fatigue for me, a heaviness that made training feel harder than it ever needed to. So stepping away, even temporarily, lets my digestive system normalize. It lets my nutrition absorption improve, and it lets my metabolism recalibrate without constant suppression. It lets my energy come back fully online. Tesofisine fills the gap through the brain, not the gut. And I am already feeling the difference. My step count has increased to 1,400 or 14,000 to 15,000 steps every day. I get up, I walk 2 miles out, I come 2 miles back, and then I go straight to the gym for strength and conditioning. And that is really giving me, tesofisine is really giving me the energy to capture that level of training. My training output is higher. I am sweating more. My mind is sharper. My fatigue is lifting. My meals, though, I have to remind myself to finish, but I do finish it because I always make sure I get my protein intake. Sometimes I'm low on fat and carbs, but I make sure that I get as close to those as I can. Not because I'm restricting myself, but because the signal to eat is just quiet now. It's quieter than it was on retatrutide, even though I'm stacking. So that definitely may be what I'm experiencing. But again, keep up with me. You'll be able to know what my updates are weekly. 1,400 calories, 150 grams of protein, 45 of fat, 50 of carbs, all clean, all intentional, all working together is my daily nutritional data intake. So full transparency, because I want to be clear about the full picture. Tesofisine is still in late stage research. It is not FDA approved for weight loss medication. I am accessing it through a monitored protocol. Known side effects include increased heart rate and blood pressure, so cardiovascular monitoring matters. It also can cause dry mouth, mild insomnia, occasional dizziness is also possible, but typical dose dependent early on. I am monitoring all of these things closely, to which point I have not yet experienced any of those things. I'm getting really good positive feedback from my body in what it's experiencing on day 5 of 1 pill taken every single morning. And I will tell you everything, the wins and whatever doesn't go as planned. This is my commitment to sharing what I will be sharing with you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here simply documenting what I am doing for me, for my journey, for the things that I am attempting to accomplish in my health and wellness goals within my journey, with full accountability to you and to what I am attempting to accomplish for me. So in closing, 197 pounds is where I started on April 3rd. 183 is where I updated myself on May 9th. And today I am 174 pounds. 23 pounds down, but more than that, my visceral fat is down 30 points. Energy is returning. Hot flashes are nearly gone. Steps have increased. Activity has increased. My body fat is starting to match the intention behind it. This for me is not a weight loss journey. It is my wholeness journey across all the series that I share on my channel. And every decision I make, every adjustment, every protocol, every step logged is in service of living out my purpose in full capacity. For as long as I'm here, this is my standard. So next Tuesday, I will be sharing my third in-body scan, the full composition picture. We will see exactly what these 23 pounds of change look like beneath the surface. The work doesn't stop, the documentation doesn't stop, and neither do we. So take care of what you've been given, inside and out, because your purpose requires a vessel that can carry it. You've been here on this journey with me. So until next Tuesday, journey with me in this journey of purple.